Check out this one, boys. Look at that. All right, I'm going to be straight up with you. On the robot group, welcome back. If you're here again, thank you for joining. Shout out to Talker Art. He just lived through, he died. So shout out to him. I love that channel. Shout out to Robots Are Art. He got me into all this shit. Joining the groups and everything. I forget, man. I saw one of his channels, good buddy of mine. Saw one of his videos on his channel, I mean, and I forget what it was. I wish I remembered what it was. But anyway, shout out to S. Goken, Kotori Watori. Finally remember the name. And we're going to look at my first foray into metal tech. Okay? This guy here, I don't know if you know, is the prototype for this guy, Grendizer. So, I'll show you something else. He's the prototype for Mazinger Z. The whole point is, Grendizer and Robo Grendizer. The guys we'll be reviewing today, long story short, they're the prototype for Grendizer, as in the way this is Eniger Z. Iron Z was the first version of Mazinger Z. So he's kind of the prototype. You know how some shows like The Simpsons, when they first came out, they were shitty drawings or whatnot. And then over time, they kind of, any cartoon, Family Guy, they kind of formulate over time and smooth out the edges. So I think this was him going to guy, you know, his first deal at it, trying to figure it out. And after, I think, the first 3 versions, there was Iron Z, Eniger Z, and I think another one before Mazinger. And then over time, he still evolved. It went to Great Mazinger, SKL, Great Mazinkaiser. So it goes on. But I just wanted to give you a tiny bit of history so you know where this guy is at. You know what? There's just some stuff that's really cool. You see it. 6-inch die-cast action figure. Now, Bandai, well-known, very popular company. Me personally, I think they're going the way of kind of Hasbro. Their last couple releases weren't that good. The quality seems like it's going down. So we'll see. But the reason why I bring up them is because Metal Tech, this company, is similar to, I guess, Bandai, CM's Corp, maybe. You know, somewhere in between that. The box art looks great, so we're going to get into it. The box art looks great. I heard these were a limited release. I don't know, maybe 3,000 in the US. They only made a couple, I think 2,000 worldwide or something like that. So, very obscure, but you can see why it would be a rare release also. You know what's cool? Right on the back of the box, I just turned it around. I'm going to leave it like this for now because we're going to see the robot and the UFO enough anyway. But, boom. You can pause that. It just tells you everything that comes with it, which is really nice. And while I got you here, check this out, boys. Look at this. Look at that styrofoam job. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of seeing the fucking plastic clamshells, guys. It's getting old, man. Oh. Ooh, look, you flip it upside down and what's here, boys? Ooh, I'm going to take this thing out. I'm doing it with the blade, everything. I know I'm going backwards here, but, you know, I'm trying to get a little more in-depth and in detail. I'm excited about this figure because I'm not worried about breaking it. You can get this figure, you know, for a die-cast super robot, fairly cheap. You know what? It's alright, I got it. Just tighten that up a little bit. But anyway, that's the blade. So cool. Now for the opening. Oh, I gotta cut the tape. All right, I opened it upside down, but it's okay. It was packaged so tight up against the... It came like this. So it was pushed up against this during the packing. But my concern is, looks like some of the yellow paint came off on there. I don't know if you can see it that well. There's like a little tinge to it. But whatever. What are you going to do? That's not anybody's fault, I mean. Wow, that's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy, boys. I heard this thing, the UFO. So again, this was the prototype to Grendizer. This is a Go Nagai creation. And boom. We'll go here with it. So you can see the similarities. Look, I think that comes off any... Oh, good. I thought that was paint chip. You know, a lot of things, but when it comes to paint chipping, guys, it sucks. Okay, this is fucking heavy, boys. All right, so that's loose. Wow. You know, if they would have made this like double the size and like did a little more plastic. I mean, this is a fucking paperweight, guys. Wow, the blade is pretty light. But considering how heavy this thing is, wow. Let me see this. Wow, you're getting your money's worth on this, boys. If the planet ran out of metal, we'd be able to mine this alone and sustain for another 10 years. Okay? All right. Oh, yeah. So again, the glue came off. Not a huge deal. But we're going to have to... I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, man. You know, there's a little crack on the paint. That sucks. All right, but anyway, there's no stand. This is very heavy. I know it does open up, so you could put the robot inside, which I'll figure out in a second. But this has more pieces, and I'm not going to do... Yeah, see, it's starting to come up here to open. I'm not... Oh, there it is. I'm not going to do the transformation with the robot inside of it. You can look it up on Rocket Punch Army. He does it. The thing is it doesn't do anything. You're taking the top half of the robot off, sticking them in there, and closing it back up. So, actually, now that I just said that and I really thought about it, thinking about it now, I think that's why maybe he scrapped this design and went with Grendizer. Again, he improved on it, I think, because you can't see the robot in here. You can see his face. Wow, look at that. Opens up. Look, magnets. Wow, that's cool. This is all metal. All metal, except for some of the plastic. I mean, it's pretty much all metal, guys. This is 90% metal, this thing. The magnets are really cool. So, I'll throw this on. I think it goes... Okay, let me show you. There's a slot right here at the top of that, but I just don't know which way it goes. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is how it came. These tabs are up like that. I think you have to take out this black plastic one first and then replace it with that. So the tabs are still up. I'm not going to put anything inside because I want the robot displayed. Ooh, you feeling those magnets grab, huh? Look at that, man. That looks so cool. I guess there's a metallic version, excuse me, and another version of this guy that you could see on Rocket Punch. He put him in there on the edit. Now, here we go, boys. Ooh. Yep. Yep, that's a chunky boy. Again, I was going back to like comparing this kind of to Bandai, and oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I was comparing this to Bandai and CM's Corp. The head's on a ball peg. Loosen them up a little bit, boys. So what I'm going to do is I'll get the microfiber, the Honda polish spray. I guess when they packaged this guy, unfortunately, they put the hands, they didn't protect them down by the sides. So that really sucks. All right, so the feet are plastic, which is weird. Usually they're die cast, but the whole leg is die cast. Arms are plastic. The upper torso's die cast. The waist, everything is die cast. So you probably want to be careful because look at, there's plastic joints just holding these together. So up in there looks like it could be a problem maybe in the future, or if you don't careful enough. So watch out for that. Screw holes, the classic. They don't come... CM's Corp was good about giving you pegs and stuff. They don't give you pegs on this Metal Tech. A couple other Metal Techs, they make, I think, more obscure robots. Because I've seen King Gory... he actually, I think he has real fur, to be honest with you. Kind of like, it reminds me of like the G.I. Joes back in the day with Beastman and all that when they had the fur. Let me take out this piece here. This is the front of it. So there's a couple different looks here you can go with. You have the open and the closed cockpit. So this is what came on it. This, I think, can go on it when the saucer, like if you want it closed. And this is to have his face, like, kind of sticking out of it. So I think I'm just going to go with the closed saucer version. And the tip right here. This thing's heavy. Just, all right. Boom, slot right in the bottom. So you do want to, let me see. This friction fit right on. You do want to pull this up. One of the wings just came off. It's fine. What am I trying to do here, boys? All right, I got that friction fit on. All right, get that. Oh, let's build it from the ground up here. Boom, saw blade. Boom. The nose fits on there. And I'm sure the top will help clamp and secure that on with the magnets and whatnot. And I gotta put the wing back in. Shit. Alright, I'll put the wing back in. Yeah, I'll show you the instructions just so you can see. So again, you can put the original on. You can put him in like that. The legs disappear. You just do the half top of the torso. And two things I wanted to go over while I'm thinking about it. On the robot group, when I started talking about it before, Heart of Toys, I don't know if I mentioned it, but they got me into this figure. They showed it, and I'm like, you know what? I was kind of thinking about it before, but they pushed me over the edge. by writing their little paragraph about it. And I'm like, you know what? It is kind of cool. It's different. It stands out on the shelf, and it's part of the Grendizer lore. So how can I go wrong? So that's pretty much what sealed the fate on me getting this figure. The other thing, too, about the evolving with the Grendizer, the head bends back and stuff you can see, is when the robot is in the UFO, you can't see him. It's just a UFO. The only way is if you put that head cover on, he peeks through, big deal. So what I'm getting at is the Grendizer I showed you earlier. See, this is the new design. Well, not the prototype, I guess. He sticks out of the front of the UFO when he's in it. So when he's not in it, you can clearly know whether he is or isn't in it. And the robot, when he's not in it, he's out of it doing his action. So the robot's always the star of the show. So I guess instead of redesigning, they built off of the Tiger Robo Grendizer. And it's funny because it's still Duke Fleed. And his name is Robo Grendizer, so it's kind of like Grendizer, Gold Rake, whatever. There's a couple different names for him. I guess that's the bad guy. Metal Tech is still around. They actually just came out with a new bad guy. I forget the name. It's like a purple guy. There's a metallic and a regular version. I've been seeing some of these. They look amazing together. If you guys get some Metal Tech, the paint's cool. It's a great figure. They look like anime on the shelf. If you want anime on your shelf, I would get Metal Tech figures. They look cartoonish, anime-ish. They're great. They stick out on the shelf. Even if you had them all lined up together, which I've seen a couple pictures. Obviously, people do collect these, the whole lines. You know, other than the paint scratch and stuff like that, we're pretty good. But definitely, if you get this guy cheap enough, grab him. It doesn't matter if he's limited edition. It's a simple figure. If you're looking for something to kind of, you know, stick out on the shelf rather than the same old, it's nice. You know, you don't have to really be scared to pick him up, handle it. You know, hey, throw the UFO over to the kid. Feel how heavy that is. You see, this is a real man's toy. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it of me blabbing on. I do have a new showcase. So that showcase there has the lights installed. I had to pick that up. So I'm doing a little, I just had to get them out of the way. That's why they're in there. So I had to do a little arrangement, but I'm going to be moving stuff around. Major construction going on, boys. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.